So I've been using the Wyze door lock. Okay, this is a deadbolt that's a retrofit that goes over top of your old deadbolt. Kind of. I've been using it for about 6 weeks now. I actually bought a second box, a second one for another door in my house. So I thought I'm going to do a combination of, you can see what's in the box plus the keypad and kind of my opinion after I've been using it for 6 weeks. So let's jump in. Hey guys, I'm Scott with Before You Buy, where we do product reviews to make sure it's what you want before you buy it. And today we have the Wyze lock, and we do all kinds of tech and fitness and home type reviews. And if that sounds interesting to you at all, please smash that subscribe button and the like button's right next to it if this video helps. But the Wyze lock, now there's no affiliation with Wyze, okay? I bought this 100% with my own money. I have no affiliation with them in the slightest. Now, I would like that, but that's not the case. So, Wyze lock. I've been using one for a while, but I wanted to kind of show you what's inside this door lock, but also kind of my opinion on it after using it. So, right off the bat, the cool thing is you get the Duracell batteries, fantastic, but this door lock is not actually a deadbolt. Okay, I'm going to peel this off and peel this off. But it actually retrofits over top of your other door locks. Whew, that took way longer than it was supposed to. But as you can see here, look at that. This comes off. You got 4 batteries that they come with, which is fantastic, right? Gotta love that. And this actually goes over top. You don't take it apart any more than this. This goes over top of your current deadbolt, which I will show you, but this is the coolest part. Not coolest part, but this is pretty cool. It just magnetic, right? This is the inside, right? Oh, slippery Jones. This is the inside. So yeah, it magnetizes on, so it's super easy to change the battery. You don't have to, I've dealt with somewhere you have to squeeze super hard and lift, and it's on the inside. As long as it looks decent, which this does, nice and clean. Look at that. It's kind of a polished aluminum. Everything's metal there. And then the inside, there's some plastic. Okay. Let's see what else you get. So we have the Wyze home. What do they call this thing? The gateway, the lock gateway. Okay. This Wyze lock gateway allows you to then Bluetooth to this. Okay. So I believe it's Bluetooth, or maybe it's a wireless, but basically, this does not connect to Wi-Fi. This connects to this, which connects to your Wi-Fi. So you do have to have this, Wyze gateway within so many feet of this door. And then this has to be connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay? I don't know if they do that to conserve battery or what, but I'm sure there's a reason why they didn't build it in directly to this. Maybe it's because they wanted this to have a metal body, and metal does not like wireless. The other things you get are all these attachments for your door, which we'll get to in a second, the lineup plate for a door lock, and a little tool. Okay, now I'm somewhere in between a handyman and someone that doesn't know anything about tools. Okay, when it comes to this kind of stuff, it doesn't scare me, but usually it's never perfect when I get done, if that makes sense. Okay, but it was super easy to set up because their app is absolutely insane. And by insane, I mean amazing. Okay, let me jump over so you can see this here. This is the door lock. Okay, nice and simple. Straight to the point. Kind of shows you some, mounting diagram there on the side. I've already done it, so I'm going to put that off to the side. And again, nice Duracell batteries already included. Gosh, I love when companies include the batteries, because I don't know about you, but for me, whenever I don't have the batteries, they never give me them. And when I do have the batteries, they don't give them, right? I mean, that's just life. But this is the mounting plate, so you screw that on. This locks in. Boom. It's done. And it is pretty straightforward. Right here, pushing. I don't have fingernails. There we go. Pop in your batteries. This connects to this, super easy with the app, and you are up and running literally in seconds. Okay, so let's jump over to the app. I'm gonna just pop it up right there. And as you can see, it's pretty cool, pretty straightforward. So I got my garage gateway. So if I dive into there, you can see I already have that garage front lock. That's pretty sweet. And I'm gonna go back, and if I go to the garage front door lock, okay, so now this is actually this part, right? The lock. And you can see earlier today, we had some door lock closed, all that. So pretty cool, pretty amazing. And the cool thing is I can just hit this boop, lock button, and boom, there it goes, unlocked. It does take about 15 to 20 seconds, I've noticed. So keep that in mind for what that's worth. I'm going to go ahead and hit lock again. It's going to cycle around and beep, lock. So I think that's pretty amazing. The fact that it's giving me notifications that something's happening, I believe. So there, it's locked. Because I have it set up so I get a notification if someone unlocks the door or locks the door or uses the keypad, bloop, goes to my phone, right? So that's pretty cool. Another thing you can do with this. If I dive into settings here, you got your name, obviously. You got share, so if I want to share this with, my wife's account or son's account, my son has the Wyze watch. He can do just that, and then he could have access to it or control it, okay? This might be more handy, for instance, if you own another place or another house or multiple rental properties, you could share them with that as well. That'd be pretty sweet. You got notifications, on or off. The auto lock, okay? So auto lock I had set to immediately lock. Now it's great out there because you have to actually be Bluetooth to the device to actually change some of these settings, which I think is a little annoying. Like, why can't I actually change this over all the other settings I can change? Keypad and all that. Why can't I change the auto lock mechanism? I don't fully get it. Maybe that'll be a future software update, I hope. But the auto lock is kind of cool, but it became very annoying because you'd unlock the padlock, you'd go out to go get the mail, shut the door behind you, you walk back up and it's locked. Okay. So then I set it to 5 minutes. They do actually have another setting, I think they called garage something or garbage collection or something, where if you turn the lock really slow unlocking it, it turns it to this garbage mode. So then you can take the garbage out, right? And then come back in and it won't auto lock on you instantly. I'm like, that's the whole point, is to save you time, not to slowly turn. I don't know. I just thought that was annoying. So moving on, auto unlock, I actually keep that off, partially because I had a close friend who got home, and after she was inside and locked her door, her phone actually connected, and this wasn't a Wyze one, another brand, but then her phone connected, saw that the door lock was close, unlocked the door because you were close, you're walking up to it, but she was already inside and locked it. And then in a roundabout way, someone was able to come into her house. She was not very excited about that, but anyway, I've kept that off just because of that. If nothing else, security thing for me personally. But if you want to walk up to your door and if it senses you, it'll auto unlock for you, more power to you there. Now, keypad settings, it's super easy. You dive into the keypad here. I love that you can see the battery life here. Even though they're Duracell batteries, you get to see the battery life in both this and on the door lock. That's just fantastic. Access codes. So I can dive in here. Let's say I want, you guys to be my guest before you buy. Next, I want it to always happen. And let's do a one-time occurrence. And I'm going to give you a secret code of 1111. There you go. You can now get into my house one time, one person, using the code 1111 until I actually delete it. But yeah. So there we go. Now I could say copy code. Let's say you made up something crazy. You send it to your friend that needed to get into your garage real quick to borrow your tool. And there you are. Easy. Done. I absolutely love that. I can go back in. I can change the access of that code, or I can say, let's just go ahead and delete that guest. Now that's a pretty cool thing, especially if this is like a rental property or, you know, an Airbnb type of setup. Like that's pretty fantastic that you can just create codes. You know, you got the cleaning person coming, but then you got to change the code for the next person, but you don't want that previous person coming in. This is pretty fantastic. Or maybe you have, you know, a contractor come and do some quick work on your house or whatever. But check this out. If I go to installation instructions, like this is where their app actually really shines. Okay, so we get that begin installation, and now this is just the keypad part, right? This is pretty straightforward. But look at this, begin installation. It shows you remove the cover. You want to know how? You hit show me how. It loads literally the YouTube video showing you how to do this. You watch that, then you say next step. Then you use the 2 screws. You want to know how? Boom, you hit the show me how. How cool is that? Gone are the days of the IKEA, you know, picture furniture making instructions. Okay, this is fantastic that I can just pop up a quick video. Normally I almost just YouTube videos on how to do this stuff anyway, so the fact that they've even broke it down step by step. The door lock is the exact same way. It is it's perfect. Hey, real quick before I give you my 6-week impression of using this lock, if this video is helping you, please consider using the link down below to buy me a cup of coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/beforeyoubuy literally funds my coffee because I record videos late at night, and this really helps keep me going, even in the wee hours of the morning, because I like to give out the honest review videos for you. And also, I will leave some links down to Amazon. I do get a little kickback for that as well. But again, I'm not associated with Wyze. I bought these out of my own money. This is the second one because I like it. So speaking of I like it, why do I like this lock? Well, a few things. I can get notified when the door unlocks and locks. So I kind of like that fact. And the door's on the side of our house, so it's kind of fantastic. You know, it's a door that could be, you know, left unlocked for a while. For instance, if the kid went outside to go get the mail or go say hi to a friend and came in a different way or whatever, right? Came in through a garage door instead of the side door. It could be a door that just always is kind of forgotten when you got young kids. So I like the fact that it's just locked. And then the battery life has seemed pretty incredible as well. I've now had it for multiple weeks installed, no problems there. The only problem I've really had with it is initially my door lock kind of has like a lot of pressure on it, right? So I don't know how to explain it, but you know, some doors you have to like almost push hard and then lock, you know, and I think it's because of the catch, right? The hole that the door has to go in isn't quite lined up perfectly or whatever. Maybe the seals have changed, the house has shifted, whatever that might be. Well, sometimes it was so tight that as it was unlocking, you could hear it zzz, and then it'd stop, but it wouldn't be fully unlocked. Okay, does that make sense? So it would think it was unlocked, but it wasn't fully unlocked, which isn't the end of the world when you're on the inside, but when you're using the keypad on the outside and you can't get back in, that becomes a huge issue. And it just comes down to the strength of the motor. Now, I don't think it's a strength of motor issue. It was the door alignment issue, but that's about the only problem I've actually had with this Wyze lock. I love that it retrofits over your door lock. So on the outside, it's still going to look like a normal lock. You don't have these fancy buttons and stuff, except for this. And, you know, this doesn't have to be right next to the lock. It has to be fairly close, but, you know, keep that in mind. But super easy to give access codes to friends and stuff like that. I used to do that with my garage door opener, but it was annoying to create one because it wasn't a smart one. And this is convenient. I like that the build is nice, the magnetic thing, everything just has seemed to honestly work. Now, let me know what questions you have down below, because, you know, no matter how much information I go into, I know I didn't cover everything. So if you have questions about this product, you want me to test something out, please let me know down in the comments down below. I am here to help. I'm here to provide you with information. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this helped you. Till next time. See ya.